she is the star of the show. Or something. I mean, she's really not. But, you know. Elizabeth will continue to be Elizabeth. So this scene takes place like directly after Elizabeth just leaves. Seems like a cheap ring to break. Gonna be real.
王権の完成なくしてはシステムの更新もありえない。ならば逆説的にすでに王権は完成されている。二つに分かたれようと一つに統合されようと機能を果たすというのか。いや事実として神王の王権は未完成。
His tone is irritated, but his face is still calm. I wonder if anything could break that facade short of the loss of a loved one. It's difficult to know what might be going through his head at that moment. However stoic his expression, he's certainly discouraged, and he doesn't seem to care if we know it. He must deeply be devoted to his work. Just as I find something to say to him, Saber quietly shushes me. Saber also frustrated.
そなたが消滅してしまう可能性はまだそっくりそのまま残っているのだ。
Yeah, dying's not a good idea. I'm against it. I'd tell her it's okay, that everything will be alright, even though I have absolutely no way of backing that up.
まったく、そなたの微笑みはすごいな。泣きそうになったよが。 一息で落ち着いた。では、世もすべきことをするとしよう。いつまでもここにとどまる理由もない。アルキメデス、学士殿。ショックなのはわかるが、大概にするがよい。まずは世の自陣へ戻るぞ。
Ah, regrouping sounds like a good idea.
御意、取り乱してしまい申し訳ありません。
何？セラフの統一が果たされたことは事実。そう悲嘆にくれるのは早いぞ。これは決して落胆混じりの帰還などではない。孫うことなき凱旋だ。 胸を張り、太陽をも超える輝きを伴って。
Uh-oh. The sky. No, my intuition tells me it's not the sky. It's not the sky. The world is about to break. Right here, right now. Crack. It's an Ultra Beast. Hello, mysterious girl. Still don't know where your hair is, but... Beyond the break in the world is a pitch-black dimension, impossible to see through until an ominous light surges forward. A different class of hostile program? Or are they programs at all? I understand at once. They're broken programs. They're diseased, unable to function as they once did. All they do is run, and run, and run, until their bodies crumble and break. They are the embodiment of destruction, and I can only imagine how many lives they've already destroyed. They cannot be allowed within Seraph. They're an incurable disease, a poison that kills life, a predatory virus leeching off the world itself. They're void cells.
試合ここで
It's no use. Saber and I both reach out to him, but neither of us have any chance of grabbing him in time. The army of destruction rains down onto Seraph soil and consumes Archimedes whole. I have a sickening feeling that both of us are next. That feeling. What happens next feels almost like a dream. All at once, the army halts. Apparently, they're taking orders from the Maiden in White. The Maiden in... Wait. Haven't I seen her before? Like, 20 minutes ago? I made that joke earlier today, too.
私は大王である。私は破壊である。星より降りて蹂躙を果たさんとするものである。
A maiden in white, brown skin, thin figure, red eyes. A warrior. That's how I could best describe her. She looks right at home with a sword in her hand, just like Saber.
破壊の
She swings her sword, and afterwards nothing remains. Nothing. As if she's sheared a whole dimension away just from existence.
剣の一振り、神明解放なしでこの威力。これではまるで竜種。いや、もはやそれどころの話ではない。
I can hear the amazement in Saber's voice. She's impressed and surprised, but there's something darker in her voice as well. Something like fear. Our eyes meet. There I am, face to face with a maiden who cuts away realities. I realize something. I do know her. At least I've seen her before. I remember now that episode of Vertigo after the fight with Medusa. What had been a murky dream is now eye to eye with me. I've never met her, not truly. I should know her, but I can say her name. The Sword of Mars, the Scourge of God. Wherever her home might be, it must be close to the throne of heaven. Her name is... Altera.
なんだ。中いや、そなたではない。よく似た声ではあったが違う。かの白色の英霊にアルテラと呼びかけた声は世の傍らのそなたではなく、あの暗がりの先。
Gasp! Another me. Green me. We had red me, we had blue me, now we have green me. Something does indeed lurk in the darkness beyond the break in the world. At first, I can't see its face, but I hear its voice. This was not what we agreed to, Altera. Please curb your destructive impulses for just a bit. Saber's right. The voice does sound like me. If I recorded myself and played it back, that's just what I would sound like. Although, so here's the thing about recording your own voice. It sounds completely different, at least to me. I sound completely different when I go back and listen to the playbacks of these recordings than what I actually think I sound like. And that voice's owner is standing right next to Altera. It's a strange life I live, where I see a duplicate of myself standing next to a potential enemy, and my first thought is, this again.
3人目の奏者だと。
She is certainly surprised and confused, but again, I still sense that same fear as well. There's no fear in the other me, only calm, analytical interest.
貴様、姿を見せる自由は与えていない。私の言葉に逆らったな。
Her body language is clear. She carries herself with unquestioning fidelity towards Altera. The other me, my reflection, holds both affinity and hostility. She gives Saber a curious look. Do you recognize Saber? I ask. No, I've never seen her before. Oof. That expression hurts. I can feel Saber's sorrow. No matter what the circumstances, the image of me giving her that cold, indifferent look is unbearable to her. I remember she told me she was heartbroken once before. I can imagine her pain. So...
よう知らぬというのか、奏者よ。まるっきり記憶にさえないと。精神であれ魂であれ、二人の奏者は名を思い出せずとも記憶はあった。しかし、そなたはそれすらないというのか。共に戦ったよう、共に戦ったサーバントを忘れたのか、マスター。
女、我がマスターに声をかけるな。
Altera, that's not us.
私だけが受け止めるべきものだ。
奏者よ、同期よ、世と一体となるのだ。急げ。
And yeah, so that's how it ended. Oh, we do have a new scene here. This actually might be the head pat scene. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, it's the Bond 1 event. We've seen Bond 1. Let me see if I can find if there's any other ones that we might have missed. That might be it. %8 collected. In case you guys are wondering, there is a lot of scenes. Where was it? I'll cut this out if it's irrelevant. Nope, this is the singing scene. Oh boy. I'm glad we're saving it for the best for last.
時に何の前触れもなく雨村に攻勢に出る世なのであった。日々の戦いご苦労である。世がこうして膝を枕代わりにするゆえ安心して眠りにつくがよい。
So to give context, this is back when we were in my room before we left to go to Tamamo domains.
そうだな。どうであろう奏者。ならば子守歌の一つでも歌うとしようか。それとも寝物語として月の聖杯戦争における武勇伝をいくつか語り聞かせるとしようか。
So yeah, you can hear a lullaby, a story, or let's just rest up and heal. We're going with a lullaby. Saber knows a lullaby? That sounds fantastic. Please sing it for me. But the moment I say that, I freeze up. All my instincts go on high alert. Alarms go off in my head, but it's too late.
よし。では、世のとっておきの歌を披露しよう。ローマの幼子すべてが知るものだ。芸術の神ミューズよ、我が喉に宿れ。月の神ディアーナよ、夜に響く歌を許せ。さあ、神祖ロムルスの名のもとに全力で行くぞ。
Oh yes, it is time. It begins. There's no way of stopping it. I've opened Pandora's box. For all the memories I've been trying to regain, I'm sure I forgot this one on purpose. They say sounds and smells can bring back old memories. And now, I know it for sure. When Saber sings, her face is beautiful. Divine, even. No, not even a goddess could compare. But that's not the problem. I can't possibly sleep when I'm hearing this. Her voice drowns out everything else around me. I can't hear or even think of anything else. Oh, Saber. You look so comfortable singing that way. I just want to sleep now. You can wrap up the lullaby, really. It's okay.
なんと、まだ4番だというのに、そなたは奥ゆかしいのだな。この寝たこと宴と
I really want to know about this 10th verse, though. Seriously.
盛り上がるのだが。世の歌が気になりすぎて眠れないというのも酷な話であった。5番から先は次の楽しみにとっておくがよい。 今は体を休め、ゆるりと夢の国に旅立つ時だ。
Yeah, sounds good. So sleepy. I can barely get a nod out before I close my eyes. Right away, sleep wraps me up like a blanket. It's not exactly slumber, more like fainting. And yes, that was the scene. Great stuff. So yeah, that's going to do it from this episode. So it's going to have like a weird cut at the end because my computer just decided to sleep or something. I don't know. My computer's been acting weird here lately. I need to figure out what's going on with it. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for watching. Like I said, next week, hopefully, there won't be this type of issue that's going on. The other thing is, by the time this video comes out, I don't know if I'm going to put it in 2 parts or 3 parts, because this recording actually is a fairly lengthy one because of how long the cutscenes were. But go check out the Chaldean update. It'll be up Wednesday, at the very least. Or whatever day the first. It's going up on the 1st. Pretty sure it's Wednesday. It actually has some really important information regarding streams in the future. Or for the future of the streams, and kind of like what I'm going to do with the channel here in a minute. Or upcoming, at least. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for watching. And I'm going to catch you guys next time.